We are cultivating
We
the
are on-
topic.
We have
about-
all other lots of problems nowadays. Everybody has a topic in their mind, but which one we should?
Well, you were saying something, Beza. Well, first, welcome to Breakfast with Benefits.
I'm Beyza,
I'm Krista.
I'm Julia.
and today we're gonna go a little bit deeper in our woman, motherhood, marriage, couple, all
Friendship.
those. I'm not gonna curse, but all that thing going on again in our lives.
Yeah.
And this time, what should it be? The time that you feel incompetent when you're a mother at home, or taking your career and choosing your career and feel competent and feel satisfied and feel successful, but missing out the home, missing out your kids growing up. This one, or woman making the nest in our home, and if the nest constantly moves around the world, and how insecurity you feel, you build your home,
Let
you
us
build
say-
wait, and the husband comes up and maybe we're gonna move some other world, maybe even
Some other world. Are you married to Elon Musk? Elon Musk. You're gonna move to another planet. Let's go to Mars.
But it is a world, because you build
Yes.
your world with your friendship, with your kids' life, with everything. Finally, everything goes very well, and then even the tiny clue of it, maybe we might move, then you're done.
What do mothers dream? Sorry. Krista, what did you think marriage would be like when you were growing up? What did you think?
White dress, romance, love, tenderness, TLC. I don't know. And then, I don't know, it's hard work, right?
Now it became just hard
Now it's
work.
like the dream not disappearing, I wouldn't say that, but it's kind of getting faded. Like how a beautiful fabric with time gets faded and the colors are not so strong anymore. It's kind of like that. Like you get used to things, you get used to each other, there is a routine. I think that's the problem, the routine that kills everything.
Could be.
What do
But
you
I'm
think?
also trying to think differently. I agree, but how about the color fades, and maybe we should color it on a different color,
And we blend
not
it.
the same colors,
And we blend in.
right?
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking it was first the white
Mm-hmm.
that gets washed away, becomes like a nude. You wish. Becomes like what's that color of like a brown
Mud color.
muddy color, or the brown of the envelope that we use to deliver paper documents.
Yeah, like the recycled brown
Yeah.
paper, or in art you call it the mud that you don't want to create.
Because
right?
maybe that chapter is gone, and we tend to hold on to that chapter, the muddy brown colored envelope, that used to be. And I'm just thinking now that we're talking, maybe we should not be attached to that one and start something with a different color.
A new
Like
color.
a pink or a red or a blue or a green. This notion that we get attached to that first idea, I think that fucks us.
Beza,
Sorry.
Beep. We're gonna have a
what do
beep
you
there.
think?
What I was thinking, what the marriage is gonna be like.
No.
Okay, I never wanted to get married. First of all, I never wanted to have kids. It was ridiculous. Why would I kill my freedom? I'm having fun. Why would I kill that? But unfortunately, I met my husband.
Unfortunately.
And then I fell in love.
Fortunately.
And we really, really, really tried not to get married, because we broke up like probably 100 times. But we always came back. Like, nobody understood what we were doing, because he was going, I was going. Then after a while, like 5 weeks or a very short time, we were coming back together, and we tried not to get married, really, but we couldn't manage
This was
it.
your destiny.
Yes.
Yeah?
And it was about him that I cannot live without. So that's how marriage started with me, and I wanted to produce from him. Those all came when I met him.
Why can't you live without
But
him?
I'm not like, I didn't think if they would tell me today, to my 32 years old, what I'm gonna be when I'm 50 and what I'm gonna struggle with, would I take it? I have no idea. Like, you're going to be doing this, doing that. You're going to travel the world and move. I will be excited about that. I'm going to see the world. I love it. But then even in that world, what you're going to do, everyday life, in the morning, in night, trying, if someone will tell me you will die to go to bed at 9 p.m., you would ask your friends of this question: when do you read? What are you going to time to, where do you find the time? Would I take that agreement?
And how come no one tells us when you are about to get married that, how come nobody tells us who's older? They don't want to ruin this
They don't tell you
beautiful
about motherhood
picture.
as well. They don't tell you.
I have a friend, Krista, in Beza. Shout out to Yeda if you're listening to us. She had, her dad passed. But her dad, when she got engaged, he said, "You're a smart woman. You're a beautiful woman. And you're a rich woman. You're getting married because you're stupid."
Wow. That's a big one from a dad.
But then isn't it amazing that he said that?
Yes.
Yes. But
nobody's honest about it.
But Krista, had you been his daughter, who knows, maybe you would have thought, no, it's going to be different with me.
Yeah, maybe.
You know? So what parents say is so dangerous because you also don't want to, there's this fine line between saying, yes, go for it, it's going to work out, and no, don't go, you're going to be fucked. You also want to have grandchildren, and you also feel like there's something good about marriage that comes after all this shit.
As a parent, you are biased, right? Because you want to have grandchildren and this and that. We need someone who will learn the girls, who is not connected to them.
Who will pass on the genes, if you think about evolutionary, our species, or everything.
So the marriage is just reproduction.
Yeah, but what happened to your friend?
That's one way to think, right?
I'm curious, what happened to your friend?
She got married, she had 3 kids, and he died a few years ago. But marriage for her, as it is for most of us, wasn't, the dream that she thought it would be. And he had his career. He had his, actually, private practice, hard word to say. And he was very focused and concentrated on his job. And she was the homemaker or whatever. And now, like so many of us, not our case yet, but getting to their 60s, 70s.
That word. I like that word, homemaker. Now,
that's the dangerous.
That's
a dangerous word.
Housewife.
You know where I took it from? The Sopranos, because I'm watching The Sopranos with my son.
Again? Like,
I have not watched the whole series. I went up to the 5th season, and now I'm starting to understand why. Have you guys watched it?
Yeah,
no.
The whole thing?
No, I didn't.
It was an HBO around the big show.
Around the 3rd season where I'm at, like the middle, it starts getting really tough, tense. It builds up with tension. And there comes a time where like, oh my God. And it happened to me on the 5th.
So homemaker word
homemaker comes from Carmela, which is the mafia.
Really?
Man. Yeah, it's a great word.
I didn't know that word had a history that much. I thought it's new.
I don't know if it's new. I don't know where that word came from, but I brought it up because of those series I'm watching, and I think it's a good word.
They are using the word rather than saying housewife, because housewife
homemaker,
is a little bit
it's like your profession that you put into official documents.
Is it?
That's not what you put housewife. You put, I'm a homemaker. That's your job.
Housewife.
Like the CEO of the family, making the home.
Garden gnome. Housewife.
But for me, it's a dangerous word because it means you blend in to the home.
Yes, you're the sculpture.
You lose your identity, who you are, and then you are part of the home, of the family, and then there is no you. Or not much of you. The color, the red, the pink, the blue.
You are the cartoon color.
Cartoon color.
No. What was the color you guys were talking about? Recycling paper color.
Oh, yes. You become the mud, the brown.
But did you hear what I said? Garden gnome. The little guy in the garden. Did you know what that is?
Oh, like a midget.
Yeah.
Yes.
My God. okay.
Now you understand?
Yes. Disgusting.
Housewife.
You are
Or
disgusting,
no.
Julia.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Why?
Disgusting.
Yeah, but it's like a sculpture. You're a housewife, a wife that stays in the house, like
Oh,
picture.
welcome home, honey.
A
The Truman
garden
Show,
gnome.
like in the Truman Show. You
Yeah.
remember that girl?
Yeah.
Welcome home, honey. And she never shows any emotion. And actually, the husbands wants a woman like that, not like us. All the relationship or
Yeah,
all
all
the
the
feelings
depth.
are on the table all the time.
The depth
Yeah.
that comes with it.
Because they need a babysitter. They need a housekeeper, babysitter, someone who brings in the
Dog
grocery,
walker.
stocks the fridge, and makes everything available so they don't have to do that.
I know. That's a tough one.
I would love to ask how many women after 20, 30 years of marriage would say, yeah, I would do it all over again. How many do you think?
Can you
I
guys
would not
write?
do it all over.
Yes, can we ask to our listeners? Can you write
Oh,
us a
yeah.
comment on
Yeah.
our Instagram
Would
account?
Would you do it
it
all over
again?
again?
Yeah.
Would you do it all over again?
Okay, so who starts talking about doing it all over again? or
You
not?
you are
Okay.
very passionate.
Let's look at the phrase. Would you do it all over again? It begs the question. What is it? Would I marry my husband again? Yes. But that's not it.
Yes, continue.
That's not all of it, right?
Yeah.
The it is a lot of other things like the moves or the arguments or the places I was put into that I myself put into, like the places, not just the location, but like how you see yourself and how you are let in a place where you feel something. I'm trying to get this word or this expression in English. Did you guys understand what I say about a place which is different from location?
Yeah, of
Mhm.
course, of
You know,
course.
your place.
Yeah.
I would say with my mindset nowadays, things would have been completely different. So I would absolutely not do it all over again. But I think I was wise to choose my husband. The other parts of it, I wasn't. And
Add
it's
to
still
the it part, kids
building.
as well. Pregnancy, the
Oh,
kids.
I
Kids are important part in the it, right?
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
that the more you live, I think that by the age we're at, 40s, 50s, we look back and we think, why did I do this? I think this is the stage where we might question ourselves. Is it worth it to have children or is it not? But maybe this is just a stage. When we get older, we might look back and see, yeah, it was worth it.
Mm.
Or maybe not. It's to be developed.
Very personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? Would you do it all over again?
My turn. Would you do it all over again? Of course, I'm thinking about my husband, and it's interesting that I will say yes. Yes, I
You
would
would
marry
choose him.
I will choose him again.
Are we afraid saying no in case they will listen?
We might.
We
And
might,
they go home and they're in a
risky.
pizza shop.
Hold on, guys. Our
Joking.
listeners, they don't listen to us. So that's why you remember?
My
Maybe
husband does. But
he does listen?
He does.
All of the episodes?
I don't know if all the episodes, but he
One
has
he will.
watched. He knows what we're talking about. He says he's listening.
See, this is
Impressive.
how different is your my husband, of
He
course,
might
not
be different in areas, and they're not that great either. So don't think he's all that, right,
Okay.
Carlos?
just say that they are not listening.
Yes.
So
Say
would I
whatever-
do it all over again? So husband, check. So let's come about the motherhood. It's interesting because let's think about my daughter. I look at her. Of course she should come to this world as a person. I'm seeing not from a mother's eyes, like a person, like a character. She is a character. She's a human being. And you would not think how come the world without her.
Mm.
Or your son, you look, of course he should have been born and be the man he is right now. So, but I'm separating this from motherhood.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be a mother? I will have my doubts. Yes. Like, am I enjoying the motherhood? Not much. I'm always curious, what would it happen if I didn't leave my job or follow my own job? How would I be? Like, what would it happen right now? I'm going to always have that question, which I want to connect this. You remember, Julia, when we all started this, Krista came to me, you came to me, we have an idea, and you wanted to start with a YouTube channel.
With the dreams. Yeah.
With the dreams. I got so impressed. And when first we had our meeting all together, I get teary with this question all the time. And your question was, we were going to meet with mothers and you were going to ask this question: who would you be if you wouldn't be a mother? Who would you be? So there's certainly someone else in the sliding doors. If you wouldn't get on that train, who you would be? This is going to be always a big question for me.
Why do you think always?
Because I'm not happy what I'm doing. I don't want to be the gnome. Oh my God. I didn't know I was gonna end up like that. But again, I'm happy with my husband, looking at my kids, adoring them. But it's such a different topics, which is so weird that it shouldn't be so different.
For me, it seems like that we agree. If choosing the husband, yeah, I would choose the husband. And I'm so happy to have the child who teaches me every day amazing things. And when I think about this, we all happy with the person. We all happy with the kids. It's like we are not happy with the in-between, the doing, the getting, the rushing. And the fact that we have to give up, or some people don't, your identity in a way, that your career, the things you love, the things you get passionate about and you feel alive. But is this something that the circumstances do to us, or are we doing it to ourselves? Like, because we have expectations, how to run the home, be super good moms. And in the between the doing and getting it and rushing it, we forget about ourselves. Is this something that we do to ourselves? And then, of course, then we look at the end result and we're like, oh, yeah, I'm not happy in it. But can we change our mindset, how we think about this?
End result of your husband you like, end result of your life,
Yeah,
but the
but
end result of yourself, you don't like it.
Because you get lost in between the doing, the rushing,
the
giving
labor.
up.
We don't want the labor to create this. We don't want the labor.
So
it's a hardcore labor, and we don't just want to, some people can afford the labor, to outsource.
Or you said it well. Some people can afford the label housewife, but we're more homemakers because we're always making something.
I'm meeting with all the women around me, and I'm now very tuned into this topic. So I also see the women struggling again with even everything else in their lives outsourced. Like they get the whole...
And they have a career, right?
They have a career, but they're still having lots of questions, lots of unsatisfied feelings with their life, kids, everything. So the struggle is
real
for any level.
Yeah.
I don't know about any level, because the people you're relating to are around your age, I'm assuming. A little younger, a little older.
A little younger.
They're not in their 60s or 70s. I think that it's so hard for us at this age to distance ourselves from our present situation and look it from like a bigger picture. Because right now we're in the middle of the hurricane.
Midlife crisis.
Yes, we're in the middle of
Wait, is this midlife crisis?
This could be.
Yeah.
Is this our midlife?
We can call it midlife crisis. Yes.
I'm in a crisis.
So is it, Julia, are you saying something positive right now?
What do you mean? That this will go away?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you will also lose your youth.
While you do that, you were gonna...
Yeah, because, it's just a moment in time. We're in a moment in time.
But then we get it back.
It will get better.
We get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, now Julia said something really, really positive. I'm very impressed right now.
And immediately I said something very negative. I feel like, but we're losing our youth. But yes, it's just a moment in time. We're taking a picture. One day we'll be re-hearing this. Hello, Julia, in 10 years, and it's gonna be a different picture.
Yeah. Of the way I see this, it's like a circle of life, and the circle will come back to it. Because the older I'm getting, I lose the beauty and the vibrance, whatever, but I'm getting more into myself. And I feel like I'm going back to that person who I used to be, with the things that I loved, that makes me happy. And I have a freedom now to do that.
That's
but
so
I feel
good to
like I'm
hear.
connecting back to that self that I was. The
Really,
thing-
Krista, that's
Yeah.
so great.
So
In
it-
what sense?
When you say your mind and your youth self, so I remembered a little moment with my father when I got panic. I was 25, 27, and I was telling him, I'm getting old. I'm getting old.
No,
And
my
he-
God.
Yes, can you-
27-year-old.
But my father said, okay, I'm going to give you an example. He told me, you have the ability. I'm going to give you the ability right now with your brain, but you're going to switch into your 18 years old, 17 years old brain. Would you switch the brain?
And you said,
I said,
no.
absolutely not. I don't
Yeah.
want that brain.
Exactly.
And every time when I think I'm old, and I ask this question always, would you change with your brain? Now it's 30, for example. Now I'm 50, 30. I don't want to give up of my experience and brain.
Because-
and it's so weird because, of course, I want to have that body,
Yeah.
energy, and the
But-
face.
Oh,
Yeah, it's so true. But the stages we are, I think life revolves. And I think these stages are beautiful, all of them, as we're going through, even with the struggle in it. But I do feel that now I have the time to reconnect with myself. I'm thinking about my life when I was 5 and 6, and what do I remember? What are the things I liked? And I want to write it down. And I enjoy this path connecting back to that person. And in my case, the creativity and finding that beautiful thing again,
yes.
feeling free, feeling alive, enjoying something.
That's so funny.
And it
Krista.
comes after.
You know what's
certain
interesting?
age.
I was thinking it's kind of funny, but I don't know about yours, but my Instagram, whatever, algorithm shows me everything I really liked when I was growing up. I don't know if it's the same to you guys, but like I remember I always liked food and cooking and spirituality and art. It's so funny because I've managed, and I hope everyone can at some point do that, where everything you're fed, it's just speaks back to you as a soul, as a person, and not as something that you're not and that you wish you were. That's one thing I was thinking. The second thing is, it's interesting we're talking about this because I thought about this week. When I got married, I was on a track of my own subjectivity, I was on a track of getting more detailed and more into or in tune with myself.
Mhm.
And I think marriage for me detracted me from my own self.
Yes, totally.
And it's I think the margin of quality that people get from their relationship with another, be it a man, or a woman, is how they can, at the same time, be with you, help you grow, and let you be whoever
Yourself.
you are.
Yeah.
I think this is a very good predictor of quality of a relationship, which means my relationship sucks. Okay.
I was deeply concentrated on what you're saying, and I didn't expect that you're going to say that.
Of course.
Marriage is
I was
a-
like, yeah.
marriage is a
yeah.
melting
Marriage
pot.
is-
It's like a melting pot. We are melting into be one.
But that's not.
It's not good.
No, it's not. I will say it right away. Well, maybe this is the thing. Remember the picture and the moment we're at? Maybe every single or almost all marriages, they go through this to then get sorted out afterwards.
I want to believe in that.
Right?
Yes, I want to believe it. I feel it with age, kids growing up. You have older kids. Mine is growing
And
up.
younger kids
And
too.
younger. I feel that even the kids we are responsible for and they still need us, but they need us in a different way, and you have more freedom to go back, tie back with your inner self and your, inner child.
Mhm.
So popular to say these days.
Inner
You
child.
guys reconnect with your inner child?
I want inner youth.
I can call that child.
Where's my inner
youth.
young?
Yeah.
I want my inner young.
Inner young. Come on. You can do this.
The sweet 16.
I see you as a much, much younger person than your age. I mean, the three of us, but since you're saying this, I'm focusing on you. There are not many people who do the things you do, the motorcycling and the air jumping.
Air jumping.
Air jumping, honey.
Kite surfing.
Honey, I honeyed you again.
You honeyed me. Plus, you said air jumping.
I don't know what the fuck.
You know what? I don't want to be friends with
Skydiving.
you anymore.
I'm sorry.
Skydiving is not a very hard word. Air jumping my ass. Oh my goodness.
Sky diving, not air jumping. Okay.
Air, oh my god. Air
Housewife,
jumping.
garden gnome.
Garden gnome, air jumpers,
Air jumpers and
two wheels
kiteboarder.
driver.
Okay, skydiver talk.
I try to still. It's once a year now. I have to be. And you cannot be once a year skydiver. You die. You have to be a current. So the ability
What do
has
you
to be
mean?
with
Keep
you.
it up. You got to keep
Yeah,
it up.
but
You
why?
kind of it's a
Take-
demanding support.
on your
On your
body,
reflexes,
right?
on your body. My body is fine. I'm broken everywhere. Lots of injuries. Yeah. Oh, but that will take us to another level of topic because my other problem is my body is failing, and the things I want to do is all about strength. And we see on everywhere strong. Look at my body on my 50. I can do that, but it takes time. Like in our other episode, health is full-time job. Yes,
Mhm, yeah.
support is a full-time job to have those muscles. This is okay. This is me now. I have to really solve this problem. Wherever I look, I only see time. Like I see a beautiful body in their 50s, and I'm like, how many times it took her to do that when she's
Plastic
going?
surgery, maybe.
Yeah,
One time plastics.
It gets so bad. Something comes home as a gift, right? And immediately I think, how many minutes will it take from me to take care of this?
Oh.
I
Like
am
a shipping,
plants.
shipped
No,
Amazon
a plant.
thing.
A plants, for example. Am I gonna water that shit? I cannot take care of one more
Because
thing.
you're looking at it as one more task, right?
Yes.
Like check the box.
Everything
Check,
I
check.
see it as a test.
Yeah, yeah.
How many minutes it's gonna take it from
But
me?
I think that's a mindset.
I think something is wrong with because Julia always says, I never forgot that when she told me, the more you get busier, the more thing you do. Trust me, the get busier. And I'm like, I am busy.
But I don't know if I want to be waving a flag of get busy. I think what I said is
no, you
the
find time.
the busier you are,
the more
the
time
more
you
you
have.
do.
Huh, the more you do. Yes. You told me that.
Meaning, for example, you were asking me about the book. How do you read a book? Because I'm so in movement that it's easy to put one more movement in the middle of this movement. But if you're more stationary, and you're at our age, I think that makes a difference. Then just to start something is like to start moving like a wheel from its place. It takes a lot of effort, but when it's already moving,
That's a good example.
You
I
are
like
in the
it. It's
process.
already going.
Also, intention is so important for me. So the reason that I'm discipline and doing things with intention, that I set time for reading, and I don't want to look at my day as just a checkbox. Just try to enjoy it, what I'm doing, but with intention. And that's what we talked about earlier, social media and being such a big disruptor and taking time away from you. If you feel like you always have to respond and that you feel like you always grabbed away from your present or something that you enjoying doing,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Social
so
media
then-
becomes kind of a husband, detracting you from who you
Second
could
husband.
be. Yes, yes.
I told you it will move away from our topic, so
no,
that's why.
no,
yeah.
no, we're
No,
in the
this is-
same topic.
Will you do it all over again, like with the marriage and everything else, right?
Yeah.
So at the
Well,
But
end,
you were talking about your dreams.
sometimes I put chronometer to myself how fast I can do the kitchen and the tidying and everything. So I can be fast. I'm running at the home.
Like-
Hate it so much. I
Yeah.
put a chronometer so I
Yeah.
can be fast. So
Well, that's not bad. It's a good discipline.
But I think one of the worst tasks in a household is the kitchen. I think
Yeah.
it takes. I mean, you can literally not get out of your kitchen
Yeah.
ever if you don't want to, because especially if you're OCD, you're going to be there forever.
And if you have a couple
thinking
of
about
kids
all the bacteria that the
eating-
chicken you ate a year ago is still there, and
Yeah.
and the trash, because there are so many elements. They're excellent elements for an OCD person.
And teenagers
stay-
eating all the time.
Yes.
Like every 2 hours, there is food, there is a refrigerator, something's going on in the kitchen, and you feel like you are constantly cleaning up. For me, there is one big word that I'm using over and over and learning to say, which is very simple. It's a no. That you have to start saying no to things. So then I don't feel like that I'm checking the boxes, rushing through the day. I'm saying no to things that I feel they don't have urgency or not so necessary for me, and intentionally trying
So
to
would
do
you
the
do it all
things.
over again?
Enjoy.
no.
Yes, but.
Yes.
Yes,
And-
but
Yes,
yes, but and or.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, are we done for the moment?
Yes,
For the
I'm-
time being?
Yeah, this topic it's endless about.
Yeah,
It's
it will,
really
it will
endless.
last forever, like the kitchen.
Can we ask one more question at the end?
Yes.
So if you wouldn't be Julia now, what you are, what would Julia be?
I think I would be a world traveler. But yeah, I'm not kidding. I think I would have traveled more.
What
I
would be your
think-
job?
I think I
Your
would
dream job.
I would be a producer because I'm really good at that.
Mhm.
That's funny because the three of us have been producers in a way or another,
Yeah.
right? And worked with films.
Well, we are producing
That
now.
was
the
my
podcast.
trajectory before and kind of during my meeting my husband. And I think I would be filming the world and just living my life, probably missing kids that I've never had.
And dreaming about it. Yeah.
Yeah, dreaming of another time, another life.
Yeah.
Or what if I was a homemaker? I could even be a garden gnome, but I want kids.
we can connect. Okay, we're not gonna go through, but there are lots of single women that we look at them with jealousy, right?
Mhm.
With the career, with no
Mhm.
husband, no kids, but they are looking at us at jealousy as
Oh,
well.
for sure.
Of course.
But that's not a.
But my jealousy is bigger than your jealousy.
What about you? What did Beza look like?
Could
And-
be, but dream because it probably would be continue with my job as well, like film studio producer. But that and being a director at the end. But the real dream would be, extreme sports person because I was one of the first ones who started it in my own country and probably will be continuing to do that, having my own drop zone, having a big extreme sports center and I would support women to do that. I was doing that do you guys know? You know what? I'm going to find that shot. We were jumping in a show, all the girls, and of course all the TV people were coming, reporting us, interview, you jumped, And one of them was here. In US we don't have the same one. It was a very religious channel, right? Very, very religious channel in Turkey. And they came to me, how you feel? And what would you recommend to the girls in the world? I said, it was live TV, by the way. I said, don't be a housewife.
Oh.
Everybody makes fun of me right now. Still, all my skydiver friends, of course. I became a housewife at the end. So it was very
You
funny.
became an air jumper.
Yes, I became. Oh my God.
For now.
I have a video live TV to recommend to all the women in the world.
Back then you knew. Yeah.
I knew, and I became one. Can you imagine?
How about you, Krista?
I have couple of, depends on, at one time I was really, really interested in working
She's
for...
Gemini, by the way.
So I jump
that
around
makes a
every
difference.
week, the United Nations, and do something with social impact, with children, and be the ambassador of something. I would love to work for National Geographic and travel to exotic places and climb beautiful mountaintops and discover things.
See
and
the
do
gorillas?
Photographies and see the
Like
gorillas. And then the third could be traveling the world, testing luxury hotels and just enjoying it. And also be a celebrated artist, paint and travel the world.
That's
So,
nice.
It depends, Julia, which week you ask me.
Okay, Gemini, right there. Yes, Gemini, right there.
But let's repeat that. If you guys answer this question for us, that will be wonderful. On our Instagram or in the podcast, would you do it all over again?
Wait, I forgot
We would
one
wanna
more.
hear.
She
A
forgot
ballet
some-
dancer.
No! What?
What about
the
an
hell?
astronaut? No, astronaut. No.
I give that to Beza.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Obviously,
But
yes.
a ballet dancer,
I'm more of a ballet dancer than an astronaut.
beautiful.
I am super scared
we
of.
could dance in a
those
nutcracker.
I'm more of an air jumper than a
I'm going to question
skydiver.
our relationship after this episode.
Okay, so I wanted to ask whoever is listening to us today, whoever enjoys our show, whoever, likes the company of Breakfast with Benefits, where whatever you're doing, please leave us a review at the podcast app if you can, or engage with us on Instagram. We are Breakfast with Benefits Podcast on Instagram.
Don't forget to answer the questions, right? What
Yes.
your dream would be, and would you do it all
All
over
over
again?
again. Yes, let's post it on Instagram so that people can reply to us. We would love to hear from you. All right.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Até a próxima.
Till next time.
Bye.
Would you marry me? Would you marry me?